have three children, as you can see on these slides, but Perry is my oldest. She is the one who has multiple disabilities. Um, Perry was born in 2005. Everything was fine with her with my pregnancy, but when she was born, luckily her pediatrician noticed that she was not breathing unless she was crying. So he immediately knew something was wrong, and she ended up with a condition called choanal atresia, which is the bones in the nasal passages when she was growing, they never opened. So what they had to do at a mere couple hours old is they had to rush her to UVA hospital, and they had to do emergency surgery to essentially break those bones and open up her nasal passages. While she was there, she ended up spending about 2 weeks in the NICU. And of course, while they're there, they'd run, their battery of tests, and they found that she had a condition called agenesis of the corpus callosum as well. So what that means is the middle part of your brain, which helps the two halves kind of talk to each other, she does not have. So they told us, they were like, well, could be that she is severely mentally retarded, or it could be that you see no um, effects whatsoever. As brand new parents for us, that was a shock. Like, we were floored. Here was our perfect, beautiful little baby girl, first time parents, and we were told that it's a waiting game. That's what they said. They said you got to wait and see. And I will tell you, my husband is like your man's man. He hunts, he fishes, he does all the thing. It was the only time that I have seen him cry, and it was heartbreaking to know that our beautiful little girl may face a life of extreme struggles. So we decided, I don't know if any of you have ever read the poem Welcome to Holland. Somebody sent this to me right after we had found out what Perry's diagnosis was. And essentially, it's a poem that I'm going to drop here in our chat here. If you have not read it, just read it. It is a great poem, especially for families that may be struggling with a disability. But essentially it's, you prepare, you read all the books, you're going on this great trip to Italy. You read the books, and then all of a sudden, you get on your plane and you get off the plane and you're in Holland. You're not in Italy. You prepared for this wonderful, beautiful trip to Italy. That's what you expected. But now you're in Holland. Is Holland any less beautiful than Italy? Absolutely not. It's just not where you intended to go. And so you need to find the beauty in Holland. That's kind of the short and sweet of it, but it's a beautiful poem, and I would suggest reading that, and especially sharing it with families that may have younger kiddos on waivers. So we decided we were going to embrace Holland, so to speak. We threw away the books, we threw away all the milestones, and we just let Perry be Perry. And as you can see from some of these pictures, she's a hoot. She is my happy, funny, beautiful little girl. She loves her brothers and sister. And when she was younger, I mean, we couldn't get her to stop laughing. She loves music. She loves to be with people. She loves to be with her sister, who makes her laugh by sneezing. I don't know why. It's the funny thing she loves. But music is her thing. So for us, as she was growing up, we didn't know anything about services. We knew this was our daughter and that was it. We made arrangements. My husband and I worked our work schedules opposite of each other so that we could take care of her. We knew nothing about waiver services. And so that kind of hurt our relationship, because we made those sacrifices to not see each other so that we could spend time with Perry and not have to put her in a daycare. Well, then somebody told us about waiver services, and I was like, okay, I'll look into it. Well, then my whole world changed. It was, hey, did you know you could have somebody help you with her? Somebody that comes to your home, somebody you choose that can come in here and can help take care of her. was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "This is great." So we went through all the processes, and she was 9 before we ever got her services. So, as a mom, you get mom guilt, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, this whole world of services has now opened up to us," but it took us 9 years to find it. And so, to kind of bring you why I came to Moms in Motion, I didn't want people to have to wait 9 years to find these services. And for us, it has always been, we're going to take care of Perry no matter what. Her brother and sister, they love her dearly. They'll take care of her. But as she's gotten older, it has really become a struggle. She is almost 20 now, and her behaviors are atrocious. She is a nonverbal 20-year-old girl who is trapped in a body. She cannot communicate with people. She cannot walk on her own. She has had multiple back surgeries. She is my hero, to say the least. We talk about mom's heroes. Well, this little girl is my hero. She has gone through so many surgeries and doesn't bat an eye. But as she gets older, the struggle gets harder. So the services that we had when she was younger, now we're finding where we could find an attendant for her. Now we're not so lucky with that because, even though she's still a peanut, she's only about 4'8", 90 pounds soaking wet, she still hits and punches and pulls hair. And she really, she gets into these moods where, my other kids, they do lots of travel sports. She doesn't want to be drug around the state watching somebody play basketball or soccer. And to find somebody that can be home with her, we've really struggled. So when you hear your families talk about, "I can't find an attendant," please do everything you can to help them, because I don't think a lot of them are really understanding the full, like, okay, you can go to this place, or you can go to maybe the local community college or somewhere, because they need help. I need help. Um, I have seen, especially recently, we're struggling. I mean, with Perry, it is very hard. We have even considered group home or sponsored residency for her, and that breaks my heart because, sorry, I love my little girl and I want her with me always. And when people can't find attendance, it puts a family into a huge bind because they don't want to lose their loved one. So these are not just numbers on your dashboard. These are families. These are people that are struggling and they need our help. So when you hear somebody say that their attendant's not getting paid, it needs to be super urgent that we are really doing everything we can to make sure authorizations are intact, because when people lose attendance, they may not be able to find another one. They may not be able to keep that loved one in their home where they know they need to be. Like, I would quit my job in a heartbeat if I had to do something with Perry. And that's why I love my job so much. Sorry that I'm falling like a baby, but I love my job. I love being able to tell people about what we can offer them. And so I think for us, why I came here was to really, I want people to understand that we're here for them. We are their advocates. We are their voice, and we are here to tell people and help them. This is how you enter your timesheet. This is how you find an attendant. This is what we have to do. And it really, they're not just numbers on your dashboard. They're not just KPIs. These are families. These are families that may be struggling. They may not be struggling, but they really need us to kind of step up for them. So I came to Moms, and I have to share a story that I wanted to be the voice. I wanted to tell everybody what services were out there. And I distinctly remember when I came here almost 10 years ago, October will be 10 years, I think. Um, one of my first families that I helped, how many of you guys actually know that there are other resources that go along with your waiver services? And if you don't know those things, please reach out to me. I will tell you all about them. Because one of my favorite stories I have is I was doing a visit with somebody, and this poor mom had a quadriplegic daughter, and she was carrying her in and out of her apartment complex because, they didn't, it was steps. Well, part of waiver services is you get environmental modification and assistive technology funding. I told her about it. I said, this is the steps you need to do. Talk to your care coordinator. We can work together. She messaged me on Facebook a couple months later, and it was a picture of her pushing her daughter into her apartment. And she said, this is the first time I have not had to carry her into my home. And it was because her environmental modification money had paid for a ramp. And it just broke my heart. Like, it was like I was so excited that I helped that mom.